Okay, everybody, welcome to Off the Top with Eric, Paris, and Red. I am your host, Eric, alongside with...
Yo, it's your boy P.
And your boy Red.
Yo, what's up, everybody? How's it going, guys?
Feeling good, man.
Smooth.
Feeling good.
Yeah, it's had a break, did a extra episode, one from the archives that we threw out there because, life got in the way. But we're back at it after 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
I like the artwork you did on that thing too, bro. It's nice to tell.
Yeah. Oh yeah, y'all need to check that episode out. Like he did some.
Yeah, we're trying to make it distinguished. It's a little extra piece. It's not the whole thing, but
facts.
Yeah,
Who don't like combo. Extras?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, you get to know our personalities a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, all right, so you're talking about the Supermax deals in the NBA?
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. I'm not a big sports guy, but that's been catching my eye. Like, that sounds like a baseball number.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown supposed to be getting if he signs it, he was getting over $300 million.
Yep, 303 to be exact.
Yeah, the way they're giving out money, I could have gotten a $15 million contract. Like you got some dumpster fires that were getting a bag.
Damn.
Dylan Brooks, he's got the best agent in sports. Like, I don't know
did you
how
hear the highest extension got some bonuses and shit, so it can be up to $90 million.
Is it like performance-based incentives?
Yeah. I don't know the details. I just remember they said it was some extras added on to the back end, so he can get $90 million if it's all reached.
So look, is this yearly or seasonal? Or I don't know how this works.
No, that's over the course of 4 or 5 years.
Okay.
What they normally do, which people don't realize, is that they consider their contract that they're already under for the next year. So it's not just 5 year, or because usually a Supermax is 5 to 6, and they consider the deal that you're about to go into. So if you're about to end your contract, they consider that last year added on to that extension. So that's what make the number sound so big.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. It's not like you just dropping 300 million. It's 300 million plus the 27 that they already have that they're starting to work on.
Damn.
Right. And like that large sum that you see, like the 300 million, it's not divided equally every year. Sometimes to make it work for the team, like say they don't want to go over the luxury tax, or they don't want to go over that cap, they will. Okay, we're gonna make it heavy in the first few years, and then it's gonna be lighter the next couple of years. So like they play with it so they can make the books okay.
Yeah, they sound like they're cooking the books right now.
Yeah, but then you got teams like the Phoenix Suns who have a new billionaire owner, Matt Ishbia, who owns United Wholesale Mortgage, who is with 4 players are already over the luxury tax. So he's spending cash. He's putting his money on the table.
I was about to say, it sounds like he's putting his wallet in there.
Then with the new CBA, he's actually over the second tax apron. So if he stays over it, they will like if they were like the top 10 pick for a draft, they automatically get pushed back to like 30.
Yeah, because he got too much money.
Yeah, it's too much money over the cap. And then they start losing draft picks and so on and so forth. They can't use a mid-level exception. I know you don't know nothing about that, but
yeah. But it's good. Like the rules like that make it fair for the other small market teams. Because like you, if you're like a team like Milwaukee or like Detroit, even teams that players don't necessarily. No, like for real. Like I've heard it for years. Like no one wants to spend their summers in Detroit. But if I can play in sunny California and Los Angeles, that's going to attract more players.
Yeah, they mainly did it to block the Golden State Warriors and Clippers of just stockpiling people, because the Clippers owner, and he not over Microsoft, is he? He over some computer company.
He worked Ballmer. Yeah, he worked with Microsoft. He was an executive for a while.
So he's the richest one out of all the NBA execs. He got endless pockets.
Yeah.
All right, so let me ask you this.
No, go ahead.
Since you just said it's made to stop the Golden State, right? I thought they was taking pay cuts so everybody can have something and they can just have a dog ass starting lineup.
Well, they do that necessarily because, for one, players aren't looking to make it easy for the owners, because it's not their fault if they can't pay everybody.
Facts.
So like the people who's making millions and millions as endorsements, they can risk not making as much basketball contract wise, but you got to look at the other people who's up and coming who don't have those endorsements. So they trying to stay maxed out so the owners won't do in the next CBA. Oh, well, so and so took X amount of cuts for so many years. We're just going to lower the base salary or something like that.
Okay.
You get some guys that they make more money through like Gatorade, Nike, Wheaties than they do in their actual contract.
Damn.
But they, like LeBron James was one of those guys for a couple seasons. Like he was willing to take less so that they could put good role players around him.
Okay.
Yeah, and then his later years, he said he wasn't going to take the last time he took a pay cut was in Miami. And he said after Miami, he would never take another pay cut again because the league look up to him. And if the leader of the NBA, is taking pay cuts, the owners and GMs would be like, oh, well, LeBron's taking a pay cut. You're nowhere near as good as him.
Yep.
So, yeah, you can take a pay cut. And then people try to compare it to the NFL with Tom Brady. When Tom Brady was taking pay cuts his whole career and then try to make a bag his last like 2 or 3 years, they're like, oh, well, now Tom Brady's being selfish and shit like that. So LeBron ain't even about to make that an opportunity.
That's why you have like that disparity, like in Major League Baseball and overseas soccer, like your Manchester United's, like those teams in those leagues, you don't have a cap at all. So
I've been peeping that shit.
Whoever has the most money, can get whoever they want for the most part. Mm-hmm. So like that's why the Yankees have dozens of world championships. Like you can buy you can buy a World Series. You can buy a La Liga title. Like it's whoever has the most money, and that's why a lot of the owners are wealthy billionaires. Like they want their club to do good.
Damn, I love it.
Yeah, football they the penny pinchers of the whole bunch. Cause with NFL they give you a lucrative deal, but it's not guaranteed.
Okay,
Well, they have to, in their structural deal, they have to allot amount that's guaranteed. Because if not, if they get cut, only the guaranteed money is there. So like if a quarterback had $100 million deal, but only $20 million is guaranteed, they'd cut their ass after a season because it'll save them $80 million.
Damn, I was just about to ask you, is it like a 60-40, 60 guaranteed, 40 like that? You made it sound like it was a fucking 15% guaranteed.
No, whatever they agree on, that's what it is.
Yeah.
God.
And then with the NBA, that's the difference between NFL and NBA. The NBA is fully guaranteed.
Okay.
So if a person got injured or if they got waived or cut, they just have to stretch out their deal over 5 to 10 years.
Okay. It make it sound like they are expecting people to get cut or injured way more often in football, so they can't guarantee so much money.
Well, that's a much more physical sport.
Way more.
Guys, and on top of that, NFL players don't get the same publicity. Like it's a more famous league, but the players, since they wear helmets, they don't have the same opportunities to get endorsements because the vast amount of people don't know them unless they take the helmet off.
Facts.
And your most well-known guys are going to be the guys with the ball. Like you're not going to have a lineman be the spokesperson for Old Spice.
Mainly it's the quarterback. Quarterback and wide receivers are the most popular people.
Yeah.
Facts. Because they make all the fancy catches or they do all the dope ass throws.
Yeah. Okay. And like a big reason why you're seeing like the Supermax deals in the NBA like get so inflated is because every so often there will be a collective bargaining agreement between the players' unions and the television studios. Like so your NBC, your Fox, they will have new TV deals for new areas, and so in their agreement, okay, yeah, you can like no, YouTube TV is another one where they will allow you to watch live sports, and that Google is paying the NFL to do that. So when they have a CBA between the players and the NFL, they're like, okay, we want a chunk of that, because we know you're getting that Google or that YouTube money, So the same thing happens with the NBA, and the NBA was the one that happened most recently, and that's why you're seeing these crazy numbers being thrown around. It's because it's new TV money, for the most part.
Yeah, the CBA is renegotiated every 7 years, I think.
Yeah.
Y'all motherfuckers just be sitting here studying shit, huh?
Yeah. Well, no. I mean, like the NBA is like the fastest growing sport in the world. You know, like it's. I mean, the number one is still going to be soccer for a very long time. That is the cheapest, most accessible sport you can get into. You know, all you need is a ball. Whereas, you know, you might need you have to be somewhere near a court. You have to have shoes and a ball for basketball. But again, it's growing, you know.
Got you.
So yeah, we can get more deep into it. But
yeah, I'm loving this number shit, man. I'm just sitting here listening. I swear this remind me of that meme of that white lady with all them little math equations floating over her head.
Like, y'all just saying shit. It's just doing
lost as hell right now, but it just sound good to hear this. So I'm learning a little bit, a little bit to look into.
Yeah, it's a business.
Yeah,
but business.
Yeah, what's fortunate is now the college kids got the NIL deals now. Yeah. So
I was hearing about that a few years back. They were trying to make it happen.
Yeah, well, for the longest time, college players, they wanted to keep it amateur. But yeah, so for the longest time, like if you were in the Olympics, you had to be an amateur player. You could not be receiving any sort of endorsement, any sort of contract deal with a school or whatever like that.
Right.
But that's been loosening, and yeah, like Paris said with the NIL deals, like now if you're in a college, you can get money for that, you know. So. Which is good, you know.
Yeah, if they had it back when I was playing football, shit, I probably would have never left or been done with it as quick as I was.
Yeah, for real, it encourages players to stay at the school, you know, like so, you know, if you're, you know, a phenom and you're like, oh, am I a one and done type of guy, and like maybe you get injured in the last half of the season, you're like, maybe I should go back to school next season, you know. You know, get a little bit more money because, you know, maybe I'm not as invincible as I thought I was, you know.
Yeah, and you can sell like your signature and shit, like when they were doing those signs and shit like that.
Yeah.
Had like one of those little pop-up shops and just had your name right on the t-shirt, make a couple dollars. Because back then you lose your scholarship if you did that.
Damn. Lose a whole scholarship?
What was it? Johnny Manziel, he got in trouble with that. What he said, Cam Newton got in trouble with that shit.
I think so did what's his name, the one that was stealing crabs.
James Winston.
That's
yeah.
Who the fuck just runs around stealing crabs?
Well, no,
because there's a whole story about that.
Yeah. I mean, like, yeah, like that was one of the early conversations of that. It was like, hey, he wouldn't have to do this if he was getting paid. Like, why are these universities getting millions of dollars, you know, from these players, and this kid doesn't get a penny from a jersey sale, you know?
Yeah, because a little behind the scenes is like people will be like, oh, he got a full ride scholarship, but that's only for room and board. You're not getting extra money for food or clothes. Like you're a broke when people say you're a broke college student, you're really broke if you go to a D1.
Yeah.
And if you don't have no full ride scholarship, you're not even there.
Yeah. But I have seen since the NIL that there are universities that are doing an effort to do that food part. You know, like, you know, okay, the football team will have like a private chef, you know, or you'll have a whole kitchen staff waiting for you. All your meals are taken care of. But that's to encourage you to go to that university. And then
that makes sense.
When you have that NIL deal, okay, you don't have to worry about spending money on food because that's taken care of for you. You know?
Yeah, because people got to realize too, like you got classes and then you got football practice or soccer practice or whatever type of sports practice. Like for my schedule when I went to Saginaw Valley and I played for Division II. So my schedule, I had morning workouts from 6 to 7 a.m. Then turn around, had class from 8 to 12. Then I had weightlifting from 1 to 3. Then I had lunch. I only ate once a day because that's all I had time for. So I had lunch from 3:30 to 4:30. Then went back to my dorm for a nap from 4:30 to 6:30. Then I went to study table because it was mandatory study table from 7 to 9, and you couldn't leave early. Then I had winter conditioning from 10 to midnight.
Damn.
Yep.
That was one day, and you had to do that shit 4 days a week.
Oh, you was out here, bro.
And
So you had no opportunity to work.
And the thing is, that's not the worst. The worst are the military academies like West Point. Like because they have to do actual like physical conditioning for doing military shit on top of your practices, on top of your schooling. And then some of your meals, okay, you have 15 minutes to eat because that's how slow it is to get everybody in this hall. Like I saw a thing that the West Point, and so they have tables, and it's kind of like a buffet, or not a buffet style, like a family style thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you literally, get in a formation outside of the hall. You get in, and then the food is at your table, and it's all portioned out already. So it's not like, oh, maybe I want a little bit more chicken today or a little more mashed potatoes. It's no, you have to split that dividedly, equally among the people at your table. And if you're on football or a sport like that, then you get double portions, But it's not like Alabama where, oh, you're lineman, you can just eat all day and they'll cover the cost,
Facts.
So like depending on where you go, yeah, you're busting your ass. And sometimes, like P said, you're only getting one meal a day, and you're an 18-year-old, like
it's
not like you're, a 30-year-old, knowing how to balance time. For a lot of these kids, this is the first time that they've been in a place like this. Very much a fish out of water experience.
Yeah, and I was a walk-on. I didn't even have a scholarship, so shit, all I had was student loans. So it was rough for sure. And then like if you work during the summer, all the money that you work during the summer have to cover for expenses during the semester. So like if you don't have the type of parents that pay for everything, I say. So like car note, phone bill, and all that shit, all that money you make during the summer has to cover that for the whole year. So that's why this NIL shit is like really, really major.
Yeah, it's a game changer.
Sounds good to me. Did y'all ever check out like what's the percentages that they're supposed to get out of that?
It's just like a regular endorsement. So
okay,
yeah, whatever contract that they sign.
Yeah, but again, very much like we were talking like football, like the guys with the ball are the ones that are getting the big deals.
Yeah,
same thing. If you are someone that has a big social media following, like the biggest one right now that I know of is, her name is Olivia Dunn or Olivia Dune. She is a gymnast for Louisiana State University, and she has a huge social media following. So she got a very lucrative NIL deal to keep going there. And like to the point where she I think started a foundation to help other female athletes negotiate NIL deals, so which is good because she's like trying to help everybody out. Yeah, she's trying to help other people out. But if you are, like I said, if you are someone that does not have a big following, or you play a sport that's maybe not watched a lot, the best you can help for NIL wise is maybe like a car dealership commercial.
Yeah, you get like $500 to $1,000.
Yeah. So I mean, again, you have to bring something that is going to make these universities want you besides your talent. Like you have to bring eyes, potentially new students coming in, and yeah. So like it is kind of a popularity thing.
Most definitely, that social media presence is a extremely big part on every end of everything now.
But when you said that, it just made me think about like her, like when you said she's a gymnast, obviously what they wear. I was thinking about perverts inflating that number.
No, absolutely. I've seen like there's legit been videos where like she's had to make social media posts where she's like, hey, because she has a lot of male fans that go to her, different, I don't know what they call them, like performances, competitions, maybe competitions is a better word, that will go and will cheer loud as hell, which you're not supposed to do. You're not supposed to throw any athlete off their game by like making a lot of noise. So she's had to make posts before where she's like, hey guys, calm down. Like, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're supporting me, but take it easy,
Yeah.
But I mean, like she's aware of it. She knows that it's not because, oh, guys really love gymnastics. She knows it's because she's a very good looking woman. She was.
That's what I was about to say.
She was in Sports Illustrated. She knows. It's not a secret to her.
Because I was about to mention the fact that I don't want to speak down on gymnasts, but I didn't know that was a higher sport. You know what I'm saying, or a competition wise thing. So I'm looking like she got to be thick with it or very attractive that's pulling a lot of attention. No, them women
No. I hear.
He ain't trying to sound sexist, y'all.
Yeah.
I understand.
Yeah. But I mean, like, it's America, you know, like America really cares about gymnastics every 4 years during the Olympics. You know, same thing with soccer. You know, like our attention goes to when there's a big competition happening. You know, like we care about hockey when we're playing Canada for the gold medal, and that's about it. You know,
because we're competitive. That's all.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But shit, ladies got it made for real though. If you shapely or thick with it, like Rhea said, all you gotta do is make a little .com, you know, little OF.
Politically correct is thick with it.
Yeah, y'all got it made. And then on top of that, they don't even have to show their bodies now. They can just show their crusty ass feet and shit, make a couple bands.
I've been seeing that.
Dog, it was this girl on Instagram. She is a MMA fighter. No, she is an MMA fighter.
The Russian girl?
Yeah. I
heard about her.
I don't know if we talking about the same person, but she said it was a guy in her DMs that said, if you show me some feet pictures, I'll give you $3,000. So she told her boyfriend, and the boyfriend said, "Why don't you do it?" And she was like, "No, I don't want to do that." Man, if that was if that was my girl, I was like, well, "What the fuck? That's 3 bands. What the
Get
fuck
that
you
bag,
mean?
baby. Get that bag.
Shit, you can take a picture of my feet and send it. He won't know." Shit.
He gonna know your feet, bro. He gonna know your feet.
He's like, bro, I didn't realize this girl was in the fields. Like, these things are hit. Like,
what you expect him in the UFC, baby?
Right, that's what I'm saying. How the hell he know? He ain't never had no close up. Like,
man,
he's like,
got a little twang to it.
He's like, what if he's like, send some more? Like, he's really into
bro, because dog, not to get too far deep in the weeds, but these motherfuckers be like, "Oh yeah, sell your socks and shit in the Ziploc bag."
Oh, they do that. They do that now.
Yeah. What was that one streamer's name? Belle Delphine. She sold like her bath water.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Yeah.
No, I remember seeing one like 2 Christmases ago where this girl, she wasn't like a OnlyFans model or Instagram model or anything like that. She was just I think she was made like funny videos and dance videos.
Mm-hmm.
And she got her mom a Mercedes-Benz. And she was like, "How the hell did you buy me a Mercedes-Benz?" And she's like, "Well, for the past year, I've been taking picture of your feet and posting them on OnlyFans." So her mom was inadvertently making, thousands of dollars, enough to afford a Mercedes-Benz. Guys can't do that shit.
No, we cannot.
cannot. Speaking of that, it's this girl on TikTok that act like an AI.
Bro, I heard she make $2,000 to $4,000 a stream.
Dog.
A stream.
That shit just started popping up on my feed, and I'm like, "What the fuck?" So I look her up, and I'm looking at. I was like, "Dog, people really spending money on this shit."
Yeah, bro. Yeah. I can't deal with it, because I watched her on my feed a few times, and she do that little weird bouncing, and she react late and just say weird stuff.
Yeah, and she like, repeating herself.
This ain't it. Who was in this live? 90,000 people. I was like, y'all watching this?
All those roses and soccer balls and shit that y'all
add
see. Up. That's money.
Yeah, every rose is a penny. So if they send in 500,000 pennies, all that just add up. You feel me?
Whenever I think of those, I remember seeing one. Again, it wasn't one where like the girl was trying to get. She wasn't dressing provocatively or anyway. She was going through like a real emotional time, and she was like crying. And then people kept donating, and you kept seeing sunglasses pop up on her face. And she's like, "No, guys, please stop buying the sunglasses." And then another pair would like flip on her face. She's like, "Stop! Enough with the sunglasses!" Crack me up,
bro. It'd be some TikTok. It's a wild place because there was some streams where people would sleep, and then they had these alarms go off and shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's on Twitch.
Those were fake. Those were really fake. Because I'm not gonna lie, I fell for it. It was like, if you send something that was like 60 coins, it was supposed to be a super loud animal roar, right? And I sent 2 times and it never did it. It just was random little dings and stuff like that. Then I found out later you can actually pre-record something and just play it on there. So they probably was just sending that pre-recorded thing over and over again, just chilling. They probably was really sleeping.
It was working.
Yeah, getting money off that because people were like me.
I remember that started on Twitch years ago, and like there was one guy, can't remember his name, but he would sleep, and you could wake him up if you donated enough money. And there was one person that donated, and it was a voice message that they donated and were allowed to play, and it was this is gonna set off mine, but it was, "Hey Google, what's my address?" You know, I'm just gonna say the shit.
Current location is
and we're clear. So he said that, and then the guy like realized that his device was saying his address, which, you know, you don't want your shit out there like that. And he was like, "Oh fuck!" Like throwing the sheets off, getting to his computer, you know.
Hold on, let me try this. Alexa, what's my address?
I'm not sure.
Oh, that's good enough for me, baby. I'm good. Yeah. I'm good. You bet not say
your
that.
Alexa's got your back.
She go say some
No, and there was another streamer that would he would do Uber drives, and he would have a stream going as he was driving his Uber, and you could affect what was playing on the speakers in the car.
Okay.
So there would be people that would fuck with him, and like if a black dude was in the car, they would just straight up say a ton of racist shit, and the guy's like, I'm sorry, you know, like don't mess with me. or like say something like, "Oh, tell these people to get in the backseat of the car, you know, and take them to the drop-off point." And you know, like people they think they're getting kidnapped, you know.
Yeah.
You can't do that nowadays.
I didn't even think of that far. I instantly thought of just playing like some hood song that said a lot of N-words in it. When you said the racist stuff, I was like, God, they took it there.
I remember. No, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say you can't do that to everybody, because remember that one girl, I don't know if y'all seen it on social media, she actually killed an Uber driver because the guy must have took a wrong exit and she shot him.
Yeah,
he didn't speak English or something, didn't he?
Yeah, she thought that he was taking her to Mexico. That's what she told the police, which is kind of fucked up. Like,
right.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Some people shouldn't have a gun.
Peace and blessings to that man's family and everybody who loved him. Because I heard she took pictures of it and sent it to her husband and shit like that.
Yeah. Before she called the police.
Yeah, that sounds more setup-y more than I'm an innocent person.
Yeah, you get some people that, you know, they do shit like that, and it's like, look what I did, before, you know, the remorse kicks in.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel even with like, especially with normal civilians, I feel like every time you have to renew your CPL, you should do like a psych eval.
Oh hell yeah!
I mean, I had mine for 10 years now, but like even with the cops and shit, like they for sure need a psych eval every 4 years or something like that.
I heard they take them after every shooting, or if it's a killing, you got to take one.
Well, they need to be more extensive then, because a lot of these people are stressed out because of the long hours.
Yeah,
like you can feel for a cop a little bit. Like, you chose that profession, so you know what comes with it. But after working 16 to 24-hour shifts back to back, you can understand the frustration and when they pull somebody over, like they like short with them. But to be instantly afraid of somebody just because of their skin color, that's a cause for a psych eval, like off the rip.
Yeah. Well, what's that? There's a common one where it's like it takes 4 years to study law, right? But it only takes 1 year to enforce the law. It's kind of bad, you know. Like it should be 4 years, you know.
Yeah, that academy training is nothing, bro.
Yeah, because
it's about 6 months.
Yeah, it's only 6 to 8 months, I think.
You don't retain everything you learn within that 6 months, so no.
Oh hell no. Yeah, and the thing is, like, it all depends on where you go to. You know, like you could be in the middle of nowhere. All right, yeah, we're pretty lax around here. We don't really do a whole lot of training, you know, and then you could go to a major city, you know, and it's like, oh, I'm not used to seeing black people ever or Hispanics ever, you know, and that's 80% of the population here. You might have problems.
Facts.
You know? Like it
ain't no might.
Yeah.
Shit. It is not no might. I'll tell you that now. Yeah. I remember when I was growing up as a kid, I used to think cops were like superheroes. I used to always wave at them.
Oh hell
yeah.
That.
they used to, honk their horn, and then like teenage years, you started hearing your parents like, yeah, they not as good as you think. So it just started. So it's like the little curtain started to rise every now and then. Then all the smiles that you used to think was from cops, you start seeing like frowns and shit. You like, oh, these people not nice at all. Some of them are, but it's kind of like 7 out of 10 having a bad day. Yeah, so now if a cop come around the corner, instead of you feeling safe, you feeling like afraid.
Oh yeah. It's the fantasy that you had when you was a kid. It finally started slowly dissipating.
No, that veil went away real quick.
Man.
Hell, even I got that shit. Like, I look white, like I know that I'm at a much less risk of some shit popping off if I get pulled over.
Bro,
but like I got this.
Not to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I used to work at Havecote Park, and there was this police officer used to come at the end of the day to take the teal, and this police officer told me and my supervisor, talking to me, he's like, yeah, he's the reason why we carry tasers, because I'm big.
He said that to you?
Yeah.
A cop said this.
Yes, I swear to God. He told my supervisor, he was saying it in a joking fashion, but because he was short, and he looked at me, he was like, damn. So he told my supervisor, see that guy right there? He's the reason why we carry guns and tasers. Straight to my fucking face. And was laughing.
He said, what's your badge number?
I wasn't thinking, because it caught me off guard, because I'm used to people always saying my size is, it's like, God damn, you're a big guy. So I'm used to it. But, and then my supervisor, I wanted to be my supervisor ass right then and there. He was like, yeah, if I saw Paris in the dark alley, I think I want to turn around. I'm like, bitch, you supposed
to be on my side, Brody.
He said, well, why the fuck would we meet in the dark alley? Like, why the fuck would I meet in a dark alley? Do I look like a dark alley material ass motherfucker?
Yeah, Paris is like, well, here's the till.
I'm kind of till and shit. And I'm like,
just trying to do my job. I'm just sitting here.
I'm in some cyan blue t-shirt. And you telling me I look terrifying?
If only he knew your passion of cooking.
Right?
Oh, that's really it right there.
But yeah, you go ahead.
No. But like whenever I get pulled over, I got this little cheat code. I got this Wounded Warrior hat for like veterans and shit.
Oh,
so whenever I get pulled over, I dust off Old Faithful, put that on, and they're like, "Oh, did you serve?" And I'm like, "No, my uncle did though. I got a lot of family. My cousin, my dad served. Like, all right, well, every time a warning."
Damn.
And the thing is, I take that shit off and I feel bad because I'm like, it should not be that way. There should not be something that makes a cop instantly either more aggressive or less aggressive to you. And that's bad policing.
Yeah, when I took my CPL course, they said cops can be either one or two ways. If you tell them you got a CPL and you tell them instantly, they'd be nice. They'll back off. But if you tell them late, like if you don't tell them as you're handing your driver's license, they mad as fuck.
You know what? Instantly. I can agree to that because I did that. I was the late guy, right? He cut into me. And I said, did you want me to tell you to shut the fuck up and let you know I got a CPL? He said, that would have been better. I was like, so I was supposed to end everything you saying and just say that. He said, it's better to let me know, cut me off. I got a CPL, I got a gun in the car instantly, rather than me saying, do you got weapons in this car? And you tell me yes, because now I assume you was trying to hide it until I asked you that question. So I was like, damn. So ever since then, I let a motherfucker know, look, it's a weapon in the car. I put it in there for your safety, and I do got my CPL right here. Everything's all legit. But they still be on bullshit, bro, because I did that another time, and they snatched me out of the car. They handcuffed me. They threw me to on the front of his shit. He pulled out. I was moving from mom's house to one of my apartments, right? So I still had a lot of clothes in my trunk. He looked at me and said, "It's been a lot of armed robberies over here." Jeez. I was like, really? I said, bro, every pair of pants is a 34. Every shirt is a large. So I'm only stealing my sizes and all these goddamn people. Yeah. And he was like, you know what? You sit over there and you shut up. So I'm looking like, damn, bro, you know what? This is not a talk back situation. Yeah, let me just shut the fuck up. You feel me? So he pulled my guns out. I let him know what every gun I had, every caliber, everything, bro. Why is every gun loaded? I'm like, it's for my protection. I would assume it should be loaded. And he checked the chamber and said, and you got one in the chamber too? Hey, my man, why do you got one in the chamber? I said, if something happened, I would want to be ready before, rather than I have to get ready. So I want to let this off when I need to, you know what I'm saying, for my protection. And I kept saying protection. Dude was like, I don't know. I feel like one in the chamber is if you're ready to go commit a crime. I looked at his man and said, really? Because this was the black cop doing over the top than the white cop. The white cop was like, you know what, let's let him go. Black cop, hell no. And I got a little mouthy. I was like, oh, you must be the boy. You showing off in front of the little white man. You feel me? He literally choked me up, threw me on the trunk, and his man's was like, everything checks out. Because he kept telling me my gun was stolen. I said, check it again. Your gun's stolen. Check it again. He hemmed me up, looked me in my eyes. This gun is stolen and it's reported in a couple crimes. I said, bro, check that bitch again. He checked it. Oh, everything's clear. I said, what happened to all them crimes? What happened to all that shit? So he unloaded all my guns, all my mags, threw all the bullets in the trunk and dumped a handful in my pocket. And they was about to pull off. I'm still cuffed. I said, you ain't gonna uncuff me though? He was, oh, I forgot about that. And they took 15 minutes to get out the car to uncuff me and then just pulled off.
Yeah. Fuck that shit. See, that shit's infuriating. Like in that scenario, honestly, hindsight's 2020. But all you got to say is, am I being detained? Am I being detained? What am I being detained for? And then honestly, sometimes the best case scenario is just shut the fuck up.
Facts.
Let them keep talking. It's going to be a long day for you. You already know your day is going to be shitty after that, but just shut the fuck up, because they got nothing. And I hate when cops try to like swing their dick around, just cause,
Oh, this is not even the crazy part. Let me tell you this though, before we switch subjects though. So I got a ticket, right? And I didn't see a price on it. I probably didn't know how to read tickets at the point, but I seen one. It was like a $980.0. I think that could have been the penal code or whatever it was, but it had 2 infractions on it. I was about to pay my shit. Like I got a couple dollars, so I'm paying my shit instantly. I want it off my record. She tells me it may not have came in right away. I said, cool. I let it sit for a few days. She said, I don't see nothing registered. Like, you have tickets anywhere. I said, ma'am, I'm looking at the ticket right now. I read her the number. She said, it's not in our system. You can just toss it. I'm so scared. I took pictures of it and saved it for 2 years. And I kept checking the database just to make sure, because I didn't want to get hit with a warrant. You know what I'm saying? Because she telling me I don't have shit, but I'm looking at the paper. It's what he tell me when he couldn't get me with shit. He told me I was texting and driving, but it was a big ass pothole I swerved over, and I told them, I said, bro, you just swerved over the same pothole. Was you texting and driving? But it was my fault for talking. But it gotta make sense out of this shit, bro. I'm one of them people. If you hit me with some bullshit, I'm gonna come back at you with some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? But I learned my lesson. You got to pick and choose your battles.
Yeah, that situation, I was going to say, based on the teacher, he was like, a lot of cops de-escalate the situation when they see that you have a CPL because they know you're a law-abiding citizen. And if you got a gun with your CPL, you ain't up to shit. That's what he said in class. I mean, you just so happen to piss his ass off. So I really can't defend that. But
he met him halfway.
Yeah.
And I'm just getting off of work, going to the next job. Already tired off a 12-hour shift. Like, man, don't mess my night up.
But yeah,
Goon Squad worse though. Goon Squad worse. People with the green pants.
Yeah.
They pulled me over so damn fast and said I couldn't see your license plate because you got a license plate covering. I goes to check at it to just see if it's dirty, because when it is dirty, it's hard to see. This motherfucker slammed me on the car and said, where you going? I said, I was about to see what you telling me is the truth. He said, you ain't got to check and see if it's true. Just know I told you the truth. I was, okay. He said, where you going? And I'm like, my house. And I'm sick as hell. Sick as a dog, bro. Voice. And I'm like, bro, I just got off a long ass shift. Tired as hell. I'm sick as hell. Y'all fucking with me. I'm in front of my goddamn house, and you give me this bullshit ass lie that my license plate covering is
obstructed or something.
Yeah, obstructing the vision of my license plate. I said, bro, I saw y'all about to bend the corner before you even decided on bending the corner because I knew it's a nice car. It is a muscle car and it's loud. You know what I'm saying? I already knew what was about to happen. And then he literally gave me back my ID and said, "Are you free to go?" The other one grabbed me up. "Where the fuck you going?" I said, "Damn, you ain't listening to your mans. He right here. He just said, you free to go." "Oh, all right, get the fuck out of here." I was like, "Bro, y'all on that bullshit." And what you say? I said, all right then, bro. You got it. You got it. I know I do. And they left. I'm like, man.
And those situations, those that make you think that a lot of these cops were bullied as a kid, and now they got some power, and they know you can't. Well, some people will, but they know you quote unquote can't do anything. They throw that weight around,
man.
Especially in the small, skinny ones that's short.
And guess who it was, bro?
The Napoleon complex.
Boy was 5'3". I'm looking down to him. You feel me? And he was the aggressive motherfucker. Had to look down to him like, "Damn, bro."
Next at a 90-degree angle, like, "What's up, sir?"
My bad for being tall, boss. But yeah,
I hate. That's the thing. Like, power corrupts. You get some, like, don't get me wrong. And the thing is, not all cops are bad.
This is true.
Like, you genuinely got people that are from their own community that are trying to do good. And you got so many damn rotten apples that it makes you not want to, like, because statistically you don't want to trust any cop.
Yeah, the sad part is with that is that even if it's a good cop, if they don't speak up towards the bad cops, then
you're just as bad.
They're linked up with bad.
Yeah.
I know this is weird, y'all, but I have another situation where it was a good cop and
how many cops did you fucking piss off? Like,
no, this one I didn't piss off, bro. So
okay.
I'm literally.
That's why he always say gang at the end.
I ain't gonna lie, allegedly. But so I was living in Warren, bro. I'm thinking Warren is a nice place. This is where the more Caucasian people tend to stay, right? I didn't know the cops was that racist over there. So I'm leaving from my block. I used to live on a block called Sherman, right? I'm second corner house. I'm walking up Sherman. I'm walking up Mullen, the main street. Well, not the main street, but it's just the longer street, right? Cops pulled me over and said, "We got a call that someone stole the rims off of this car." And I'm walking, like he was wearing blue jean shorts and a black shirt, a gray shirt. And I'm looking like, you think I'll steal some rims and just walk like down the street with no rims? Like, where the hell the stolen rims at? You know what I'm saying? And crazy enough, it was a white guy right across the street from me wearing the same exact colors. So I this motherfucker wearing blue jean shorts and a gray top too. Why you gonna pull his ass over? You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't say nothing about skin color, so I'm going off of clothes only. You feel me? So they, how old are you? Where the fuck is your ID at? I'm like, I'm only 17, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't got no ID. I'm still in high school at the moment. You feel me? So your big ass can't be in high school. And at the time, I'm strong. You feel me? I had a muscular build growing up. You know what I'm saying? Pete can attest to it. He literally told me, your big ass can't be in high school. So they literally slamming me across the car, handcuffed me, throw me down. And they finally pointed down the block. Didn't even know. They said, "That white car right there, we got a call that someone stole the rims off of it." I live next door to them. That was Amy. The husband sold the rims to cover the medical bill for their newborn baby, John. When I said that, they got me out of them cuffs instantly. I said, no. What the fuck happened to stolen rims? You feel me? I'm like, y'all doing this bullshit, just trying to run my record and all this old fuck ass shit. And I'm cutting up. All they did was get me out of them cuffs fast as hell and pull the fuck off. No, you have a great day. No, nothing. Right? So a few weeks later, me and my brother fighting. Mama called the police. Same two cops come in after the first one. He de-escalated the situation, cool ass guy, right? I tell him about the situation I just had a few weeks prior. He's like, "No, that was wrong. They should never did that." Why these two cops walk in? I said, "Bro, the story I just told you, that's these motherfuckers right here." He was like, "What?" And he was the sergeant cutting to the motherfuckers because he had a black wife. Yes, bro. He had a black wife. He said, "This what the fuck you think of my kids?" And he sent them outside, chewing them a new one. And he kept cutting into them. And I smiled on the porch. I felt like, you know what I'm saying, I had my Karen moment and it worked out perfectly.
Yeah, Red grabbed himself some tea and was like, this was a good day.
Let me watch this. But
to it.
That was the only time where I actually saw a good cop. I had a couple other situations where it was good cops, but that was legit a good cop right there.
That's the thing. You let a cop do something, especially like as a sergeant, like you let the underlings do something and you don't check them on that, they're gonna keep doing it. You know, so you do have to discipline.
Be on that shit. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah,
I got a lot of cop stories now that I think about it.
That's gonna be the title. Bad boys.
Been locked up, detention centers, jails. A car took back, paying for lawyers. It's damn. Gang for real.
gang catches up with you. Yeah,
it does. And I swear, I always been that guy that I feel like I can talk my way out of everything. And it'd be surprising me when a cop don't fall for it. I'll be like, bitch, this is a well elaborate story. You should be believing this right now. But yeah, a few of them straight up, nah, bro. Get your ass in this back seat. Come here. I'm like, damn. You're cooperative. We can take the cuffs off. I'm like, yay, I'm gonna get a slap on the wrist. These are all of your tickets. Make sure you pay. Oh, damn.
I was not so fast.
Oh man. But yeah. I'm safe to say I haven't been to prison though. So
knock on some wood.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
I got one. Is that plywood or do that still count? I don't give a fuck.
You're going to jail.
Don't say that.
Cops are outside.
Next time I come up there, I'm gonna borrow your hat.
Hell no, nigga, like who shit you stole? Man, a fucking wounded warrior. Fuck out of here.
No, that shit works.
I'm gonna tell this long story about how my pops passed away from the military.
No, they saw Eli skin and they heart dropped 10 beats. Oh yeah, he's okay. He got glasses. He ain't about to do shit.
We all got glasses.
But
well, me, I'm big as shit, so they can be like,
I'm the one with all the tattoos. I look like I do shit.
So do y'all think Zion girl going to jail for all this whistleblowing? Or ex-girl?
For like defamation of character, I think so.
Mariah Mills, yeah.
And false allegations and shit.
Man,
she should.
Dog, the shit that he's going through as a young player that haven't been in the league a good season yet, he is going fucking through it. And then he got another fucking one pregnant too.
Yeah, there's like 3 women are pregnant, right?
Yeah.
At the same time.
Well, no. Mariah Mills, the porn star, she's not pregnant. She thought she might be, right?
Oh, I don't know. I just knew the one that had the fake face tattoo. I thought it was real too, but turned out it's fake.
That's the porn star. She's the one that was first like posting social media, after it was announced that he was getting engaged. Wasn't that what started this whole thing?
Yeah, he had a baby shower and
that's what it was.
And found out that he had a girl pregnant, and she was like, "Damn, you were just over my crib, paying me money and shit, dicking me down, and you want to get another bitch pregnant and shit like that." And she did that little psychotic, "I love you" shit, like, "How can you do this to me?" and all that type of bullshit. Like, she was like, what they said, ain't no pain like a woman scorned or some shit like that.
Man, stay to yourself. Stay to your damn self.
She went from 0 to 100, and like, why the fuck are you paying her? Like,
it was like $100K a month sometimes.
That's the new 40 now. Shit.
Dog. Zion paying this bitch is $100K. What you gonna give me?
Shit.
The same 40 ball. Stop playing.
Might be even less now that you talking shit. You get 20.
Apparently, if you're good, you get a baby.
Man. Bro. That's a lifetime.
No. That's 18 years. Yeah. That's 18 years of extra income on the side.
He just got that. He just signed a new deal too. So he got the Supermax, the $220 million or some shit like that.
Damn.
So his shit just kicked in this season or this upcoming season.
Yeah, that's why this whole thing, like, to me, it makes it seem like it's a money grab. Like,
I knew it was. Yeah,
had this happened when he was recovering, like, from rehab, like, not a big deal.
She was
you
like,
know?
"Yeah, I helped you lose weight, you fat ass motherfucker." I was like, "God damn, how you gonna tell me you helped me lose weight, trying to build his self esteem? When you say you fat motherfucker, that's why you would never play good again." And they ain't gonna tag the motherfucking team. She's New Orleans Pelicans. He's fat as fuck. Drop his ass. Like what?
Yeah.
When she kept saying the NBA needs to know about this, that's when I knew it all was a money grab. She's trying to stop his pockets if you don't comply with me. It's blackmail, bro.
Yeah. And the thing is, like, the scenarios like this, the time that we live in, like the Me Too, you know, like
hell yeah.
For a man, you have to pick a side. And if you pick too early, you're a misogynist, you are, you know, not supportive of women's rights, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But like, if you are someone that I want to be analytical, I want to have all the facts before I make an opinion. It's like, oh, you're not trusting women, you know, like it's like men are put in, we're put in such a, like, we're damned if we do, damned if we don't, you know? So like, again, I am one of those that I want to hear all the details.
Me too. Very analytical.
Yeah. But again, I'm an asshole if I do, because I don't believe women. You know?
I don't give a damn.
Yeah. So like, it's a shitty situation.
And then on
like,
top of that, she only did all this shit because he got another bitch pregnant.
Yeah.
It wasn't like she was getting her ass beat.
Another woman. She's probably very nice.
Like, she wasn't.
She wouldn't. None of that.
Hell no, fuck that. She wasn't getting. Hey, I'm married. Fuck that. But like, she wasn't getting her ass beat and trying to come out. He was paying her well, apparently, but just because her feelings got hurt, she felt like she was embarrassed. Nobody even knew he was with her ass.
Mm-hmm.
So she was the side chick of all side chicks, getting all the money. And she put herself out there like that.
I don't think it was a big secret though, because she did say that he was taking her to games. Like, she was in.
Yeah, she had like courtside seats and shit.
Yeah. So I mean, like, people in the organization, I think, did know somewhat. You know, like, but
they probably didn't know the extent of it.
Yeah. They probably didn't know, like, oh, like, it's just his friend, and then she was probably told, like, oh no, you're the one. You know, so yeah, which she probably was told that. You know.
You know how people gas it up to make them feel good.
Yeah.
It's sad.
Man.
Social media fucking these kids' heads up. For sure.
Facts. And then now, like you were saying, people don't want to hear the analytical part. Is like the second you say a statement, it's automatic. You got to pick a side, and it got to be that side. Can't be the other side. Yeah. You know? Because like I did this with Jonathan Mayers. I know people get attached to famous people and stuff like that. You don't even know them for real, so you really should not be getting attached. But I always said, you know what? I don't know this guy for real. Like, I can't pick a side. He seemed like a cool guy, a nice guy, but I don't want to speak too soon. But the stuff that I heard that she put out, I said, I ain't gonna lie, some of that sound like some bullshit. And lo and behold, it came out as bullshit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now she got a warrant for her arrest. And they dropping a few things, but his PR team dropped him early. Mm-hmm. Didn't even let him, you know, let me see the evidence or the camera footage yet. They was like, yep, we gone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I remember when that came out, there were some tweets from studio executives for some of the movies that he worked on, like Creed.
Yeah.
And like they weren't saying his name, but they were alluding to him in their tweets. And they were basically saying, like, there is one actor that Disney is kind of jumping on right now to be their next guy, that has shown when he's not in front of the camera and he's like working with, you know, staff, the crew, that kind of thing, that he is not who everybody thinks he is. You know, he is very different, you know. And then this happened to be at the same time as the Jonathan Majors story was coming out, you know. So I mean, like, like there was information coming from different sides, and it's again, like you said, Red, like, you don't know who these people are. You know, you can't judge a person by their performance. These guys are actors. Like, they are paid to be entirely different people, you know? So yeah, you just got to wait for all the information to come out.
Shit, sometimes these motherfuckers be believing the character that they playing.
Yeah.
Real. They get like the dude that played the Joker.
Like The Weeknd.
Man. Look, I know he a weird motherfucker, but I love his music. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but you're talking about Jared Leto when he was like sending people dead mice and shit.
No, not Jared Leto, the one that killed himself.
Oh, Okay, yeah.
He was the quote unquote the best Joker there was.
Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger. Yeah.
Yeah, Heath Ledger. He did.
That's when
he did a really good role though.
Yeah. That's when doing the what do they call that? It's like a character study. Yeah. They the big one that did that was an actor named Daniel Day-Lewis. He retired from acting, but like he did a movie called Last of the Mohicans, and it's a Native American based movie. Mm-hmm. He legit like lived in a tent during production. Like he lived that life, you know. Yeah. And he did a movie called Gangs of New York, which is like based in like, you know, the 1870s. Mm-hmm. And he legit did not shower the entirety of production. You know, like he had greased back hair. And like the first thing he did when, you know, filming Wrapped is he took a shower and shaved his head. And then he stopped using the accent. He did Lincoln, and offset, you had to call him Mr. President. You know, like you had to call him Abraham, you know. Yeah. And if you didn't, he would tear into your ass because you were fucking up his method. It was method acting. That's what it is, you know.
Damn.
Some people take it too far, you know.
Yeah. Even what's his name? Michael B. Jordan, when he did Black Panther. What role? What was his Killmonger. Yeah, he did a lot of self isolation, and he read a lot of the books from the white man. The government is a bad people, and look how bad we get done. And he said it put him in the mindset of, you know, Killmonger. Like, look, we need this advanced technology to go free everybody and kill anybody who oppress us. He really had that in his heart. He said after it was all done and said for, he had to make sure he brought his loved ones around him because he didn't want to get stuck in that mindset. Yeah.
There's a go ahead.
I was gonna say the dude that played what's that movie? The show that just Snowfall. Mm-hmm. When he the dude said when he had to do that last couple scenes, he said he had to ask the devil to go inside of him and shit. Mm-hmm. Did y'all see that interview?
Yep. Damn. I thought that was fake for a long time, but he was like, I can't get this part right, so I called the devil to help me get this part right. And he said it was the scariest shit he ever had to go through because he was seeing stuff, he was hearing stuff, and he had to start praying like right after it because it fucked him up for a while.
Yeah, it's tough. Yeah, it's kind of weird because like you have actors that do method acting and they give out great performances, and then you have other great actors that are like, oh, that's bullshit. I just go in and I read the lines. You know? it just comes out good. Like, do you know who Michael Fassbender and Tom Hardy? Do you know who those actors are? Tom Hardy. Yeah. So Michael Fassbender was in X-Men, New First Class. He was the new Magneto. You know.
Oh yeah, and I like his acting.
Those two actually went to the same acting school in the UK, I think. Mm-hmm. I think it's the UK. Anyways, so Michael Fassbender was like this kind of. Tom Hardy was the one that told the story that like Michael Fassbender was kind of this pompous method actor that thought he was doing all the things right, you know, and everyone else just kind of like, all right, you're doing too much. Like, calm down. It's acting school, you know. So I guess there was a play that the school was doing, and Michael Fassbender was playing a role of a man in a wheelchair, and he would go to like the lunches and his classes in a wheelchair to get into character. And Tom Hardy was like, look at this fucking asshole, like holding up the line in a wheelchair, you know, like get over yourself. And then, you know, 30 years later, they are big time A-list actors, you know.
Mm-hmm. Different methods to the same goal.
Yeah.
Man, I fuck with it though. I do like Tom Hardy.
The mind is a powerful thing, then.
It is.
You gotta really get yourself in there.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll be a method actor. If I was to be an actor, I wouldn't take it to that extreme. I put myself in just the mindset, but I'm not about to be, put myself in a fucking field and with rags and go pick cotton and shit. Like, no, I ain't about to do it. I ain't going that far. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You know what I'm saying?
The only thing I could probably do is do that Crown Command shit like 50 Cent. Think about some sad shit. A little magical tears.
I like how James, like in his scenario of his acting role, he's like, it's gonna be a slavery drama. Like,
we need to do Django Part 2 or some shit, bro.
Your name is Toby.
Yeah. It wasn't like, oh, maybe it's a sci-fi. It was like, nope, it's got to be slavery. Like, it's like
Instantly said fields and shit, rags. It could have been no gangster movie with guns. He just said instant.
It could have been a fucking anime, and he's like, yeah, it's probably gonna be an animated slavery movie. Yeah.
Can't do it, bro. Can't do it. They need to stop making them damn movies. I ain't gonna lie to you. I want to hear the story, but I'm tired of seeing them, bro. I'm tired of seeing them. And I'm a very pro-black man, but goddamn, I want to, because a lot of movies they make, it be like you said, gangster movies, hood movies, inspirational movies. Throw your black spin on it and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? I like that.
Like you said with Django, that's a good one.
That man. But they said Quentin Tarantino was using the N-word heavy in that damn movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, what was it? Samuel L. Jackson gave him the N-word pass.
Oh, God.
No, yeah. I mean, like,
he played his role good as fuck.
And Leonardo DiCaprio too.
Yeah.
He had that scene.
He bust his hand and all that shit.
Yeah.
Well, no, like he like broke down in filming because he was like so uncomfortable saying the N-word so many times.
I don't even use the word.
And then Samuel L. Jackson, like, and Jamie Foxx had to like hype him up, like, no, it's okay. Like, we hear this shit every day. You're not gonna hurt our feelings, And so then like they kind of like put him at ease,
He did that shit a little too comfortable. I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit look a little too natural, man. He's a good actor, but that shit look real as hell.
They look back both at the same time. Like, what the fuck you just say?
Like, we said you was comfortable with shit. You just went from 0 to 100.
That was a little too good, bro. That was a little too
southern
good.
twang to it.
Like Leo's saying it with his chest now.
Man.
With the little shit in his teeth. All that. The evil eye with that motherfucker.
Yeah, the camera's not even on, and he's saying that.
We said cut 20 minutes ago.
Hey, bro, you can't relax, bro. Chill.
Yeah, that's another. You could do another podcast about that. The N-word. I was watching this movie on the flight called Dope, and it's set in like Los Angeles. It's like a young adult, kind of.
I like that movie.
I don't want to say teen movie, but yeah, you've seen it.
Yeah.
But like, there's this white character that they introduce who's like this hacker guy that they met at band camp, who's a little bit older than them, and he talks to these 3 kids that are black, and he says the N-word, but not the hard R. He's saying it as like, and they slap the shit out of him, and he's like, what? Like, he's like, you're not even black. He goes, I'm 14% black. Ancestry.com. I can say it, So like, yeah, that's like a big conversation. Like, and like, he's talking to a guy at a party, and he was like, I just feel like if you're singing a song, if we're singing NWA, like I'm inflecting what the artist was saying, like that should be okay, And they're like, no, man, that's not it.
It's not it. But they're gonna give you 101 reasons why they should be able to say this goddamn word.
Yeah, speaking of that, when we was at the Drake concert last week, it was a song where they was talking about the ops, so they did a little op camera. So it was the lyric when it came up on these 2 white girls, and when it came up to that lyric, the girl covered her mouth but kept rapping. Like they were trying to set her ass up for show.
So you was rapping this too loud, my baby.
Yeah.
Again, like that's kind of the same thing with method acting and non-method acting. I remember Schoolboy Q, when he would do shows, he was a popular with the college crowd. So like when he would do his sets, tons of white kids, screaming the lyrics. Sometimes they were N-words, and he was like, I'm okay with it. And he goes, shit, like they're the reason I'm here. Like they paid for this, so I'm not mad at it,
Right.
Well, I swear to God, you say wetback around me, it's over. It's on site.
Did you mean that?
No, I don't care.
Oh,
that's the thing. Well, no, because the thing, I look white. Like people just assume I'm white. So like I have to like when I feel like okay, like I might talk to you again, we might be friends or something. Then I'll tell you I'm Mexican, by the way. So don't be saying no slick shit.
Yeah.
Because like I've had that happen where like we're meeting a friend another friend's friend, that I've never met before.
It's
and
always the other friend.
They want to say a joke or something, and I'm like, whoa, don't laugh too hard, like not so fast,
Like one of my man's, his neighbor, first time meeting this man, bro, he instantly Al-Qaeda jokes, Arabic jokes.
Oh,
and I didn't laugh, and I'm like, well, he was like, come on, man, you can fucking laugh. And his wife was looking at her like, chill. And I'm looking at my man's like, bro, this is the company you keep? Because I'm about to knock your shit off. I feel like he's one beer away from the hard R. He's one beer away.
Yeah,
he was that damn close, bro. He was trying to justify, we're American. I was like, let me leave.
I guarantee that guy was like, well, I have a black friend, referring to you later,
Man.
Yeah.
Oh God, I don't like those. My black man said it was okay. And we can do this and we can. He said it. I said, look, bro, whatever agreements you make with this man, that's on y'all. You feel me? You do this shit in front of me, bro, I'm likely to split your shit. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't one of them.
Hold on. P, do you remember when we had this conversation? We were working together years ago.
Oh, with Paul.
No. You and I were having the conversation, and I was like, "So what?" Like we had a deep dive of like the N word and like the N, like we were talking about the cookout too and all that.
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, he goes, "If you're my," P said this. He goes, "If you're my friend, and you are not black, and you say the N word around me, and I'm comfortable enough, it's cool." He goes, "But if we're in public and someone else hears that shit and they start whooping your ass, I'm gonna have to throw in some punches too."
It won't be some haymakers, but it look like it hurt.
But he laid that shit out like a contract. He's like, these are the rules. He goes like, that's how it's got to go down.
Man.
Yeah, that was a young me. I don't think I can tolerate that shit no more.
That's the thing. Like, you got to reevaluate that contract every 6 months.
We did have this conversation of reevaluating contracts. We did.
Yeah.
Man, I never was that one. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I could never do it. Like, I don't know what made me stop using the N-word, bro. But the second I stopped, I was like, you know what? Refer to me as, like I refer to you, like, brother, king, guy, G, whatever it may be. Motherfuckers was talking to me like, who the fuck do you think you are? I said, bro, I'm calling you something better than this derogatory term, and you got mad at me. You feel me?
Yeah.
Oh, you think you're better than us?
I'm like,
I heard it so much, I don't even hear it no more. But
I hear it.
Once I change my mindset, then it's kind of like I get sick when I hear it in rap songs and shit now. So I'm like, damn, like we say that shit a lot. Like it's a term of endearment, quote unquote, for black folks. To the fact that when you just talk, like me and Desiree, when we talk, we say it, but we don't hear it. You're like, oh, you mother, yeah. You just say it, but you don't hear it. And then when she said it to me, she tried to be funny sometimes and say the ER word. So I hear that shit. I'm like, what? Eyes get big as hell. Like, what? Hold on. She's like, wait, I'm black. I can say it. Like, hold on now. Like, I'm not that at all. I'm like that did something to my soul. So that's kind of what made me change, is when she was playing around.
Man.
There's a lot of shit that Desiree do that makes me change as a man. And I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing.
That's that marriage shit. She bettered you as a human.
I'm not gonna lie.
Unintentionally. Like it pissed me off. And then she'd call her sister, Paris got mad because I said the ER to him. And she laughing and shit. I'm like, this shit ain't fucking funny. You can say
what the fuck is this, a Cracker Barrel?
You can say the A all you want. But when you said the ER, it changed me. It made me sweat a little bit. Like anxiety. Anxiety got on 10.
You got transported to Mississippi. You're just like, oh shit.
God.
It's like, obviously, I don't condone hitting women, but she kept saying that shit to me, and it built up rage, like inner rage.
Yeah.
I don't like that shit at all. Yeah. Like if I hear that shit from anybody, it's instant on site. Like you said with the wetback shit, it's on site.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. With her, I gotta think. Like I get a pillow, and it's kind of like 100%. Not no fluffy little pillow.
Boom. Whack her ass.
that's the closest I can get.
There's a lot of stairs in this house.
No, I need her help take care of PJs. So I can't do that.
Man,
nah, shit's funny.
Those ERs, that's a different. I never came across that shit yet, but I don't want to because I don't know how I react.
I came across it once. It was in Warren. You know,
was it a cop?
No, it wasn't even a cop, bro.
Okay.
It was you know, I come from a predominantly black neighborhood, come from predominantly black high schools, middle schools, all that type of stuff. When I went to Warren, it was a good 60-40, 65, 35 type shit.
Mm-hmm.
And I was walking home with this one girl, and we just walking. You know what I'm saying? She was cool. She was dating my man at the time, but we walked the same way. And this white guy had a gold pickup truck, old. It was real small too. He said, "What the fuck you doing with that, ER? We don't supposed to be mixing with their kind." And I said, "What the fuck he just say?" Bro, she tried to calm me down. I goes in for the punch because I'm trying to punch through his window. Bro, it was like 4 or 5 white boys. I'm going to say white guys. But the white guys beat his ass before I can even touch him. Beat the shit out of this man. I got a few hits in, called it a day, and I'm looking like, damn, bro, they really had my back on this one. You know what I'm saying? But it's one of them situations where who do you trust for real? Like, you just don't want to, you know what I'm saying? It's a double-edged sword on that.
You're like, maybe some of these whites aren't so bad. Maybe we could learn to get along someday.
Bro,
but not today. And then you punched him again.
That's one reason why I don't get on social media is because that's all you see now. Mm-hmm. Like you see racist shit 24/7.
Or shit on the fucking Xbox chat.
Dog. I think that shit helped divide us, bro. So we'll stay in a state of chaos. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
Oh, but look, let me continue the story though, right? The same girl I was chilling with, we was coming from the library because everybody went to the library, right? We downloaded all the music on our PSPs because that was it, little movies, corn.
Kids don't know about that.
Man, crazy, right? So we walking, and Centerline is a small neighborhood. So we walking through a piece of Centerline. Her white friends pulled up on her. She was white and like Mexican or something, but she claimed her white side. She said, "You gotta walk in front of me because I don't want them to see us walking together." I said, "What?" She said, "Yeah, my white friends don't like black people." And it took me a while to realize that. And when I came to the conclusion, I'm like, bro, you can't fuck with me because you fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? So instantly I cut her off because I'm looking like, bro, you ain't saving my life. I can beat the fuck out of these skinny ass, white guys. But the fact that you said I can't be seen walking with you, I'm like, you ain't a real one. You feel me? So I cut her off.
That's just like conditional friendship. Like, I can be your friend, but only between the hours of 2 and 3.
It's not even that too. It's not even that. Like, if some shit really went down and it came to her being the witness, she whatever's the majority that's around her, she'd go to that side.
She'd go side with her race.
That's some Emmett Till shit.
Man, and I slapped the fuck out of this nerdy ass motherfucker. He straight up said it to my face. He was like, it was like some emo kids and a nerdy guy. I remember this to this day. He had a burgundy long sleeve shirt on and some dark blue jeans and some big ass DC shoes, black and white, bro.
Imprinted.
Man, when I tell you, I was just not coming into this Lincoln school, you feel me? And I've been on that aggressive shit. I'm gonna be real. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm a calmer man now. He they laughing and joking. I'm not gonna lie. You could have called me alternative, but all I knew was the hood. But I respected the trip pants, the emo community, the gothic community, all that stuff. My favorite color, black. I felt like I was part of that shit too. I ain't gonna lie. But he said, "Get the fuck out of my school, you black, ER." And he said that shit like he said that shit in my ear. And my first response was just to swing. And I laid his ass out. And I wanted to keep hitting him, but I felt like I would have been in the wrong and I would have got locked up and I would have got in trouble. But I left his ass in the hallway sitting there chilling. But that school, bro, I ain't like that school. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I don't even like that neighborhood for real. Like you hear your backhanded ass compliment. Oh, you're a good one. You're one of the good guys.
Oh, I hate that shit.
Yeah, I had that shit in college. It was my freshman year of college going into English. And obviously, I ain't gonna say I'm obviously a smart guy, but the teachers didn't know that.
You're an amazingly smart guy.
I appreciate it. But
Thank
this
you.
teacher didn't know that. So she was like, wow, you really speak so well. Like, I see so much potential in you in these papers. Like, I just need you to bring it out. So I'm already getting B's and A's.
Mhm.
But I guess she's seen so much more in me other than the other kids. And I was obviously black. So she just didn't know that side. So when it came to these, like, once we had this quote unquote talk, I got A's, 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 and A's, A's. But coming from a predominantly black neighborhood to going to a predominantly white school, obviously teachers don't have that experience. And I guess I'm a rare breed because she was like, wow, you speak so well and so intelligent. So I'm just taking it as a compliment. But if I knew what I knew now, she was like a backhanded compliment. Like, wow, I ain't see this shit inside of you. Like,
yeah,
you were kind. Like,
yeah,
no, I wouldn't put words in her mouth, but
yeah.
the way she came up, she waited till the class was empty to pull me to the side and have this conversation. So she knew what she was doing, and she knew if other people heard it, she would have probably lost her job.
I don't know. That's
the iffy one. That's the iffy one.
Yeah, I feel like it could be a little bit of ignorance, because I think sometimes you have people that just don't know, like they are just in a bubble, like, because I mean I've worked with people that are straight up racist as shit, and they say shit so fucking openly, and just from that it tells me, oh, you grew up in an area with people just like you that talk just like you, and you never got checked on it, because if you had gotten hit in the mouth just one time, maybe you wouldn't be so open with that shit.
Exactly.
And I think maybe this teacher was kind of the same thing, like
that guy
maybe
James said probably the fucking secretary now, like, hey, your school psychologist, hey, yeah, we don't do that around here. them boys don't play.
Man, I made sure that, bro, because I always was I didn't speak up for myself growing up when I was a little kid. I was a soft guy, I ain't gonna lie. But my grandma had rest her soul. She had a boyfriend named Muhammad. And Muhammad was the first one that got me into lifting weights. This is when I got into my muscular build type shit. He literally handed me a weight and said, you lift this up, you get strong. Beat up everyone. I'm like, you know what? Damn right. I'm about to lift these goddamn weights. Because I was getting bullied for no reason. Well, my mama was giving me chili bowls, bro. She kept saying, I like this haircut on you. So no matter if I asked for a taper or anything, she'd give me a whole chili bowl. And I was getting bullied in school, bro. But I came back one year. We wasn't the most fortunate when it came to like, clothes and stuff like that. So she did what she could. I ain't gonna lie. So, little bummy kid growing up. You got the other kids that get all Jordans. My mama bought me this. My mama bought me that. So I just stayed in the back so you wouldn't fuck with me. You feel me? Not knowing that put a bigger target on my back. But now I'm strong with these bummy clothes on. You can't tell though.
Yeah.
Man, I literally beat the hell out of every bully I had within 1 year. Man, 1 year. I don't know if these people are teaching now. I hope this message don't come across them. Bro, they was paying me. The principal was paying me to beat up his son bullies. And then the lunch aides I was cool with, people that was fucking with them, I was beating the shit out. She almost got fired because somebody told that she was paying me. It was something Miss K. I don't know her whole name though. I ain't even gonna say it. But
how much to like beat up?
Like in the 7th grade, I was probably getting like 30 a hit.
Like $30
a
punch?
Person. No,
or
per person.
Each whooping.
Yeah,
okay.
Each whooping was a hit. You know what I'm saying? I was on a mission. But
yeah.
They don't know they started a fucking mercenary.
Yeah. Yeah, you'd be talking in the hallway and then like the bell rings, like, oh, hold on. He's right there.
Bro, literally, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. He pulled me out of the classroom. I was in Miss Walker class, bro. I said, what did I do? I got in trouble for fighting every single day. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. And I'm looking like I ain't even fight nobody today. I didn't even do nothing. You feel? I know I didn't beat up nobody today, but I'm looking like, damn. I hope nobody didn't tell over some old fights. You know what I'm saying? Because these are fights I didn't start, but I damn sure finished them. You feel me?
Right.
So he walked me down the hallway. We walked into the first level bathroom, the boys' bathroom. He said, this the boy that's been bullying my son. Son, soft as shit, bro. Soft as wet bread type shit. You feel me? And he said,
he went in on his own kid.
You feel me? He said,
softer than toddler thighs. I can't stand my son. Sometimes I just want to leave. My son is so goddamn soft. I hate his ass. Don't even want to look at him. Don't even want to look at him at the dinner table. You gotta help me, Red. You gotta help me.
Yeah, damn. Bro, that was a good ass monologue. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It's like shit.
But he ended up telling me a little brief, situation of the story. And he turned around and said, I don't see nothing.
Hey.
And I was like, huh? He said, I don't see nothing. Got 4 minutes. Beat the hell out that boy in 4 minutes. He paid me like $50, $60. And I told him, if you ever fucking with him, you fucking with me. You know what I'm saying? And about a month later, his son pissed me off. I damn near wanted to fight him. This motherfucker, bro, we had some Payless shoes called Cross Trackers, right?
You almost gave his ass a refund.
No, you feel me? And these damn Cross Trackers, they look like retro 12s, the white and navy blue ones. Bro, he had a pair on. I used to wear my pants baggy enough to make it look like it was a Jordan, and it really wasn't. This motherfucker pulled my pants leg up and said, we got the same shoes. Well,
oh,
man.
Did he have that squeaky ass voice?
Bro, yes. And guess where I was at when he did this bullshit?
Lunchroom?
I was on the stage in the auditorium.
Oh.
While everybody's sitting down, bro. We didn't have a movie or music playing, so when he said that, the whole auditorium looked like
he was mic'd up when he said that shit. And the spotlight came on you.
God.
Bro, I tried to snatch my leg back so fast. Bro, Red Payless? I'm like, no, bro, it's not Payless. It's not Payless. Pull your damn leg up then, bro. Pull your leg up. I'm like, I'll beat your ass, bro. Stop playing with me. Don't disrespect me like that. But everybody peeped it. Everybody knew it. They looking at his shoes, and they didn't lift my leg up out of respect. But they was comparing the parts that was shown. I was sitting there like, I will beat this little kid up, bro.
Wait for him to say something.
Oh, I was so hurt. I was hurt. Damn, I'm still hurt to this day. I ain't gonna lie. I'm having little flashbacks. Like, Jesus.
Starting to sweat.
You feel me? Got a little chill bumps.
Yeah, he's gonna buy like 6 pair of shoes tomorrow.
I got one to pick up on Tuesday. I ain't gonna lie.
That's deep.
Man, but yeah, those was good days growing up, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. So this gonna be titled the Gang Gang episode.
Yeah, for real.
Dog.
Yeah, I think.
Because I don't hear that shit to add on nothing. We ain't shit to say. He just like, damn, just smiling, sweating. We just were like, God damn.
And this is a snippet of life. I ain't gonna lie. This is about a good, this ain't women I got shot or nothing. This is just a little bit.
You've been through it.
Man.
But yeah, I think we're good on time. Thanks for listening, everybody. Like, review, share, subscribe. This has been Off the Top with Eric, Paris, and Red. Have a good one.
All right, appreciate it, y'all.
Gang, gang, for real.
Gang, gang.
Yeah, gang, gang.
There we go, E.